this real smart tutorial on how to use the Gutenberg editor in WordPress. The Gutenberg editor is a really simple way to make your website look great, whether you're creating a page or a post. In this example, I'm going to create a blog post, but you can do this with a page too. So the first thing you'll notice is that the layout's a little bit simpler than the classic editor. It's going to give us a few options along the right hand side that we're probably used to seeing, including publishing options and category options. But here in the middle is where we can really use this editor to its full potential. First of all, let's add a title. Let's say this post is about beautiful work. Now below the title, you can see we have start writing or type to choose a block. Now, we can just go into this and type straight away. If we then hover over the text with our mouse, we can see there are quite a few options above, including of course our standard text formatting options. We can highlight, make it bold, make it italic, and if we want to, we can also highlight a word and use the link option and insert a URL there. If we click on this arrow here, we'll also have some more advanced options, including justification and subscript and superscript options. Now, if we hit enter after typing this in, this will create a new paragraph. Now this type of block that we've just created is called a paragraph. So if we use this plus icon over here to add a block instead of typing, it will actually bring up paragraph as an option, and that is our standard text option. So just to give you an idea of how these blocks work quite simply, I'm going to add another paragraph in here that just says, to find out more, please contact our schools individually. Now that block, we can actually move with this drag block option. We can take this to drag the block above or below existing blocks. So let's hit enter again and add another block into the mix. Now this will actually give you your most recently used blocks. So there are two options here. We can type in media and text and select the block from there. Or if we click browse all, it will give us all of them on the left hand side. These are nicely categorized into different types of block, including text, media, design, and widgets, but we'll come back to that later. So let's click on media and text. So straight away, we've got this option on the left-hand side where we can go into our media library or upload an image. For this, I'm going to choose one from our existing media library. Select, and that content is now in there on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, we can now add any text that we want. Now, if we click on the element as a whole, so it's all selected, we can swap the sides. And we also have the option to change vertical alignment and other options in there. As we said before, we can take that drag block and we can move it to anywhere we like in the page. Another great visual option is the gallery. This utilises the upload and media library function as well. For this, I'm just going to go in and select 3 examples from our gallery. This then displays these images in a nice, neat way next to each other on the page. We can also create a moving slideshow. This gives a little bit more interactivity. Again, we have the option to upload or put things in from the media library. Again, we select the images we want to use. And here we have the option to scroll back and forth through the images. We can also use the plus icon at the bottom to add any more images to it. There are many useful functions in the text formatting options, but table is particularly handy. We can choose however many columns we'd like or how many rows we'd like. We can then add whatever information we like to this. Within the design options, there are also some great elements we can make use of, including columns. We can choose which kind of columns we'd like to use, and we can populate them with whichever blocks we like. I'll use this to show you a couple of other things that we can embed. Quotes, which are great. We can add really nice, beautiful quotes to this. This could be quite handy for testimonials and quotes from members of staff or students. Another useful plugin that we can add here is the YouTube embed. We click on this and we can add in any YouTube URL to embed it here. When we're done, we can just click the publish icon at the top right hand side. Let's have a look. As you can see, it's not the most beautiful post in the world as we've combined lots of elements together. However, the interactivity we saw in the preview is here as well. We really hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial, and we hope that it allows you to get a little bit more out of your smart site.